You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become.
But you're going to have some ups and you're going to have some downs. Most people give up on themselves easily. You know the human spirit is powerful. There's nothing as powerful. It's hard to kill the human spirit. Anybody can feel good when they have their health, their bills are paid, they have happy relationships. Anybody can be positive then. Anybody can have a larger vision then. Anybody can have faith under those kinds of circumstances. The real challenge of growth, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, comes when you get knocked down. It takes courage to act. Part of being hungry when you've been defeated, it takes courage to start over again. Fear kills dreams. Fear kills hope. Fear put people in the hospital. Fear can aid you, can hold you back from doing something that you know within yourself that you're capable of doing, but it will paralyze you.
At the end of your feelings is nothing, but at the end of every principle is a promise. Behind your little feelings, it might not be absolutely nothing at the end of your little feelings, but behind every principle is a promise. And some of you in your life, the reason why you're not at your goal right now, because you just all about your feelings. You all on your feelings. You don't feel like waking up. So who does? Every day you say no to your dreams, you might be pushing your dreams back a whole 6 months, a whole year. That one single day, that one day you didn't get up could have pushed your stuff back I don't know how long. Don't allow your emotions to control you. We are emotional, but you want to begin to discipline your emotion. If you don't discipline and contain your emotions, they will use you. You want it, and you're going to go all out to have it. It's not going to be easy. When you want to change, it's not easy. If it were in fact easy, everybody would do it. But if you're serious, you'll go all out. I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. I'm coming back. And I'll be stronger and better because of it. You have got to make a declaration that this is what you stand for. You're standing up for your dreams. You're standing up for peace of mind. You're standing up for health. Take full responsibility for your life. Accept where you are and the responsibility that you're going to take yourself where you want to go. You can decide that I'm going to live each day as if it were my last. Live your life with passion, with some drive. Decide that you're going to push yourself.
the last chapter to your life has not been written yet. And it doesn't matter about what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter about what happens to you. What matters is, what are you going to do about it?
This year I will make this goal become a reality. I won't talk about it anymore. I can. I can. I can.
To persevere, I think, is important for everybody. Don't give up. Don't give in. There's always an answer to everything.
Hey everybody, it's Dave D again. Now I'm going to be doing something a little bit out of the ordinary, which you've been seeing here in the past couple of videos, is because I'm actually out on site working today, and so I'm always working 24 hours a day for everybody. So in this segment, in this video, I'm actually going above and beyond. I'm actually taking a page out of one of my books in my course, and I'm going to be giving you an absolutely free ebook today, and it's actually on travel expenses and setting up all your travel and just getting things moving on. Some amazing tips are in there, stuff that's actually absolutely free for you today. Just by watching this video, you can actually click it and get a free download. Now on top of that, I'm going to be giving you some amazing content. Now in this world, we have this thing called social media. Now a lot of people are really not too familiar with using so many gadgets, depending on what kind of generation you're from. If you're a younger generation, then you're on it all the time. And if you're not, then you're just wondering what's all the big hype about. Now Facebook, you probably heard of, and how you use Facebook to actually land an oil sands job or a job in general. I'm actually going to show you how to do this for my friends from Facebook, and they're going to show you how. And let's get started.
Facebook's mission is to make the world more open and connected, and here are some of our top tips to help you with your job search. So tip number one, start with the basics. Tell your friends that you are looking for a new opportunity. Update your status and allow your network to connect you with people in organizations. Tip number two, make yourself known. Most organizations have a Facebook page, so like it, engage with their content, contribute, and don't be afraid to get involved with their dialogue. Tip number three, explore third-party applications that sit on the Facebook platform. Recruiting apps such as Glassdoor and BranchOut are a great way of expanding your network. Tip number four, get creative. Check out the Facebook ads platform. Create your own targeted ads for those organizations that you want to work for. Tip number five, do your research. Understand the mission and the value of the organizations that you want to be part of. Understand what those organizations are passionate about, and ask yourself the question, do I feel the same passion?
It might surprise you to know that Google Plus is actually the second most popular social network after Facebook in terms of interaction. The great thing about Google Plus is not everyone is using it. You can use that to your advantage by getting more attention with employers. Employers might be getting messages all over the place from other social networks. They're less likely to have people engaging with them on Google Plus, so you're more likely to be noticed and come to their attention. It's really important to have a profile picture and to make sure it's professional. It's Google Plus, so it's not necessarily LinkedIn where it's a complete professional profile, but it needs to be you, a headshot, a warm smiling face, because if people want to engage with you and hear from you, they want to know who you are. So make sure it's a picture you can be proud of. When you join Google Plus, it's important to include all your employment information and your education. So your job titles, your career history, the degrees and awards you might have. It's also really good to include descriptive keywords about the type of skills you have and the type of experience you have, because these are the keywords that recruiters and companies are going to use to try and find you. Google Plus is a great new feature called Communities, which are quite similar to LinkedIn groups. Great tip is to join a community in your skill sector or industry area and network with other peers from that area. You can ask questions, comment on discussions, or simply read discussions to understand what's happening in your area. It's a great way to prepare for an interview as well. One of the best features of Google Plus are Hangouts. Hangouts are a great way to have video conference, either one-on-one or one-on-many. Next time somebody suggests a phone call interview to you, why don't you suggest a Google Plus Hangout instead? It could impress the interviewer with your knowledge of new technology, but better still will give you a better insight into who they really are in the flesh, and likewise give them a much better opportunity to see who you are in the flesh. You can also search for Google Plus Hangouts that employers are hosting to give you an idea of who works in the department, what they're like, and to give you a much better insight into who that company really is. Getting set up on social networks is one thing, but it's really important to actually engage with people. Just being on Google Plus won't get you a new job. You need to find employers, or better still, the employees in the departments of employers you want to work with. Reach out to them, add them to circles on Google Plus, and start engaging with them by talking to them, messaging with them, and sharing content like your LinkedIn profile, your Twitter account, your blogs that you've written, or samples of your work. This is a great way to really get to know employers. Don't forget, your presence on Google Plus isn't just about one social network. It's your presence and identity across all Google's product. Google Search, Blogger, YouTube, Gmail, everything. So there's a good chance you're going to be found across all those different products. So make sure you're on brand and you're putting your best foot forward.
See? Now it works. Now you actually get to know on how to use Facebook and also how to use Google+. Now Google+ isn't really one of my favorites. I will be honest, and I'm a really honest guy. Now the biggest thing is that by this time you're probably looking at many other options out there, and a lot of things are actually really expensive. Now if you're actually in your hometown and you don't have a job yet in the oil field, the money that you do have is probably dwindling away very quickly. Now I can only encourage you to actually get inside and actually be able to start using my strategies in this course, because it's the most legitimate and it gives you the most content, and it sets you up for the long run, in the long haul. Like any other course out there I've ever seen, and is the main reason why I've designed this program, is because once you've actually gotten hired, you're going to get laid off eventually in the future. Now hopefully you've actually had a lot of friends you can actually make, on Facebook, so on and so forth, and you don't have to go through the big processes again. But if in case you don't, in my program I'm actually going to show you a whole entire system with 180 companies. It can always point and click, and I always get my jobs within a few days to about a week. If I want to quit my job, if I'm tired of it, I can just quit today and I can just go on to something else. And it doesn't really matter for me. If I actually had tickets in all kinds of trades, I could probably do it in any trade. Okay, so let's get started here. I want to actually show you in depth exactly what this whole entire program and course is about, and this is the most easiest way to do it, by sitting at your home and not having to come to Alberta. It's one of the main critical things that a lot of people have a hard time doing off the first hop. Okay, so come on inside. I want to see you on this next video. I got something to show you.